Brandon, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hope you guys are ready for some score. Oh, I think this is my first time breaking score. I was thinking I broke it a few years ago, but I don't know that it was score or not. It could have been, but I think it was. But I was earlier I was thinking maybe it was Don Russ, but I can't remember. But I'm excited, kind of trying to break out into the world of football. Like, we do football breaks, obviously, but I always do retail. I don't have the contacts always to get football. I'm trying to work on that. But definitely want to try to do hobby football, even if it's even if some of the releases we're only doing boxes. Like, we might not do cases, but we might do boxes. A couple of boxes. I think like with Origins is coming out, I might do like a couple boxes at like pick one get two or something. I appreciate it, Brandon. Yeah, yesterday was kind of tough. It was really tough on Ella. We actually, about 2 years, for a very long time, we actually had 4 dogs. And about 2 years ago is when they kind of we started losing them. And this was our last one. And I think because it was the last one, it made it even that much harder on the girls, especially Ella. Amelia, I'm not sure she fully grasps the concept yet, but Ella had a really tough day yesterday and even today. So appreciate it. Let's do our rundown. Score: Scott Goodwin, Arizona, Atlanta, Dallas, and Veterans. Eric Buchanan, Baltimore. Cody Kovac, Buffalo, Cleveland, Tennessee, and points. Lance Boneline, Carolina, Green Bay, Chargers, Minnesota, New England, and NIL. Sean Klink, Chicago, Indy, and Pitt. Michael Waymeyer, Cincinnati, John Starr, Denver, Garrett Tobel, Detroit, Brandon Moore, Houston, and Philly. David Reichs, Jacksonville, Brad Noble, Kansas City, Miami, and Mystery. Matt Shoup, Las Vegas, Jeffrey Fanganil, Rams, Mike Formick, New Orleans, Gary Mazzana, Giants, and Washington, Richie John Kolb, Jets, and Brian Browerman, Tampa. It was really, really tough. We knew it was the right thing to do. He was just deteriorating in age. Yeah, his health was just terrible. Alrighty, let's see how this is. Again, put it in the post. Veteran base was a spot its own. There's a ton of cards in here, and I know most people just don't care for the vet base, so it'll save me some sorting. Yeah, it was Ella yesterday. We did it at like 5 o'clock yesterday when we had the appointment, and Ella told us when she got home from school that she had wished we had just done it while she was at school, so she didn't have to. So it was just over with, but we wanted her to be able to say goodbye, and that was tough for her. And then we had to bring her over to somebody's house to watch her while we went. And that was tough for her. And then when we got home, it was hard. And this morning, every morning, one of the first things we do in the morning is let him out, feed him, and I almost went to go do that this morning. It's adjustment. What's up, John? How you doing, man? All right, let's see how this stuff goes. First box right here. Let's kick it off. So rookies will ship. Abdul Carter. I am not a college football guy, so I will not know. I may not know some of the rookies and definitely some of the NIL guys. And here's our first one: Andrew Marsh. Andrew Marsh for the NIL spot going to Lance. Andrew Marsh from Michigan. I definitely don't know him. Like I said, I do not watch much college football. Appreciate you, Sean, and thank you. I do not watch college football, so I don't know all those guys. What we got? I know this guy. This is a good name. Tetiora McMillan. Is it supposed to have that white streak over there? Not sure. Randy Gradishar. Who the heck is Randy Gradishar? I never heard of him. And Jaden Daniels, the franchise. And our first color, we got a gold Tyler Algier. This is the product I broke a few years ago. It does look like that, and it was actually it was a lot of fun. I think they had a lot more veterans and legends than expected. Tyler Algier, that's Atlanta. Scott Goodwin /50. But yeah, veteran base. I'll just make a pile all its own somewhere. Loveland, McCord. There's our first Shedeur Sanders. Golden. All right, we got a Neighbors. There's another Daniels. Bo Nix, parallel. Veterans. And this one looks interesting. Oh, this is like a 3D card. Luther Burden. This is cool. They used to do these back in the day. I don't know how rare some of these inserts are, but Luther Burden. I got a Penix. A Kuba. And our blue is Rashawn Johnson. /250 for Chicago. That is Sean. What's up, Ty? How you doing, man? Blue Showcase is what it says it's called. Genty. Jack Sawyer. I'm probably not gonna. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that right now. Devon A. Chance. I probably won't top load all the base rookies. And oh, good start, Matthew Golden. It's only a base, but that's a good rookie to hit. First rounder for Green Bay. Scott, that Michigan auto is going to Lance. You'll have to ask him. I'm really not sure. Matthew Golden, Green Bay, Lance. One of the final teams to go. Good auto. Oh, and a numbered /100, Shedeur Sanders. Emerged out of 100. Going to Cody. We'll put that over here until we get some room on the top. Mahomes. Terry Bradshaw. And Xavier Watts. That is Atlanta. Going to Scott. This is not someone I'm familiar with. It doesn't tell where they were drafted. No, I'm sure it doesn't. Xavier Watts, safety for Atlanta. Omarion Hampton, T.O. Jackson Dart. And a gold, another one for Atlanta, a gold Michael Penix out of 50, the franchise. Scott Goodwin, Michael Penix gold. There's another Penix. There's another Penix with the silver parallel. Quinn Ewers, McMillan again. Oh, and Jerome Ford. That is Cleveland. Cleveland going to Cody. So no, this one didn't have a numbering on it. So no numbered autos in this first box. That's disappointing. Jerome Ford. Got a Dylan Gabriel, Bryce Young, Demario Douglas, silver. There's a Dylan Gabriel, Ozzie Newsome, Quinn Ewers, and there's a blue showcase, Jerome Bettis, 250. That's going to Sean. Cam Ward emerged, Josh Jacobs, Isaiah Bond, Mike Sanderstill, and more base. All right. So there's a lot of inserts and rookies in this product. So I will not Actually, yes, I will. Maybe. I was about to say I will not be penny sleeving every single rookie, but I will. I will penny sleeve up every rookie. It might take me a while because there's 50 rookies in a box, so there's 600 rookies total. That's not counting inserts and autos. You guys tell me. Do you want me to penny sleeve every rookie? You tell me. If you don't care, I won't. If you want me to, I will. Either way, I'll still, try to penny sleeve up the good ones. But if you want, let me know your thoughts on penny sleeving up the rest. All right, box 2. Earl Campbell, Mike Evans, and Humphrey on the silver. Tyler Shaw. Jason Taylor. That's a cool gold gold auto. Jason Taylor, gold out of 50. I like that one. Miami. That's going to Brad Noble. Brandon, who do you have? Houston and Philly. I honestly couldn't tell you. Yes, I will. I'll penny sleeve them all, Cody, and I'll top load those two guys. Abdul Carter, Jalen Carter, Troy Franklin. Again, I'm not totally familiar with college, Brandon. No, you're good. Don't apologize at all. I don't mind doing it at all. It should be done anyway. But I would have top loaded Shadur anyway. Jimmy Johnson. I just started watching the Dallas documentary today. Denzel Ward, blue to 250 on the showcase for Cleveland. I do not mind doing the work. Especially since you guys no one complained about me not shipping vet base. That helps a lot in itself, so I don't mind doing the sleeving. Marvin Harrison. There's a Shadur. Isaac Pacheco. Rome Odunze, Chicago. Going to Sean. I guess he had an okay rookie year. I know a lot of people are really big on him, but Dwight Freeney, I am not one of them. Omarion Hampton, Malik Neighbors, Devontae Adams. Will Howard. Jalen Carter. There you go, Brandon Moore. I don't know what it's called. It's a cool die cut, like a stamp kind of thing. Jalen Carter. I think this is teal. 10 of 10. Mike Formick vet base was a spot all its own, bud. So remember, we talked about it. Remember, Jalen Carter, 10 of 10 on the teal. Hopefully we'll get a lot of stuff on the board, but for right now, a numbered out of 10 is going to go up there for us. Brian Dawkins, Jonathan Taylor, and Brishul Tootin. Cam Ward. Derrick Henry, Terriora McMillan, Riley Leonard, Jalen Tolbert. Does he? I don't really pay attention. I don't follow the Eagles because I'm a Cowboys fan and I don't like the Eagles. But Kansas City, Jalen Royals. Kansas City is Brad Noble. I'm not familiar with Broyles. He's a wide receiver out of Ohio State. I don't know what round he was taken in. Does anybody know what round he was taken in? Jalen Royals. We got a Milrow. We got a TJ Watt. And we got a blue showcase Vita Vea. Blue showcase. That's for Brian Browerman. Vita Vea. Travis Hunter. Oh, Ooh, let's go! Cam Scatabo. That's a nice one for the Giants. Gary Mazzana. Cam Scatabo. I don't even know him, Brad. I don't know who he. Like, he's a receiver, but I don't know how early he was taken. That's a nice auto right there, though. Stafford, Akuba, and we got an Amari Cooper, Blue Showcase at 250. I mean, I really liked Cooper when he was in Dallas. I was hoping he would go back there last year, but of course not. I'm okay with what we got. Scatabo again. Josh Allen. Tim Brown. Oh, another one for the Giants. Jackson Dart Gold. Jackson Dart Gold to 50. Hold on one second, Brad, and I'll do a quick recap for you. That's another nice Giant hit. 2 for 2 on the Giant hits there. All right. We're still way early on. We're only 2 boxes in, so you did not miss a lot. But yes, let me move these to the side and I'll recap. So the autos we've gotten so far was, you saw the Royals, Rome Odunze, Jerome Ford, Xavier Watts, and Andrew Marsh. On the board, we got a Matthew Golden, Cam Scatabo, Shadur Sanders to 100, Jalen Carter to 10, the gold Dart to 50, and then we got you, I know you got this, the gold Jason Taylor auto to 50. So those are our autos so far. What else? Who else you got? You got Kansas City and Miami. I think that was it for you so far. But yeah, the Jason Taylor was your big hit so far. Again, 2 boxes in, but it's your big hit until we find the Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, New York Giants, what a box. Scatabo auto and a Dart Gold. I don't know how he's been doing, but I pay zero attention to preseason. Like, football has not started for me. I don't care for preseason even a little bit. So I did start watching the Dallas Cowboys documentary. It's kind of like the MJ Last Dance documentary, but focuses on the Cowboys. Alright, here is box 3. Mason Taylor. Wow, that's green to 6. Green end zone auto to 6 for the Jets. That's going to Richie John Cole. That's a nice one. I mean, I don't know every single draft pick, but a rookie auto to 6. That's pretty nice. Drake May, Devin Hester, Alvin Kamara, Matthew Stafford, Nick Bonito, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Colston Loveland, Rashad Bateman, Kyle McCord. There's a Shadur, Matthew Golden, Travion Henderson, Mason Graham, Isaac Bruce, Doug Williams. Dylan Gabriel. There's a Cleveland auto. Cody Kovac. Not be the quarterback you were hoping for, but there's one. Dylan Gabriel. Putting that on the board. There's a Shadur insert, Christian McCaffrey, and a blue Dak to 250 going to Scott Goodwin. Dak to 250. Genty, Sawyer. Here's a Dan Marino blue showcase to 100 for the Dolphins. That's going to Brad. You think they give Gabriel a chance before Sanders? Winslow, Tyler Warren. Here's another blue showcase. This is Braden Fisk. It's going to Jeffrey Fanganil and the Rams. Quinn Ewers. And we got a Jalen McMillan, Tampa Bay. That's going to Brian Browerman. Jalen McMillan. We got a Genty, Brock Bowers. And there is a Patrick Mahomes artist proof to 35. That is nice. Patrick Mahomes artist proof to 35. I know we want the ink, but that's got to help a little bit, I'm sure. Going to Brad. Got to get some more room on this top shelf. So let's slide these over. We'll put the Mahomes up there. I wish. If I was about to say auto, I would have woken up everybody in the house. There's Gabriel. We got Travis Hunter. We got Caleb Johnson. Dan Marino. Geno Smith. ETN. Luther Burden. Trey Harris. And we got an Anthony Richardson. Showcase to 250 for Indy. Jackson Dart. We got a Genty. We got a Bo Nix and EJ Speed. Henderson. Mark Gastineau, another jet auto for Richie John Kolb. That's gold to 50. Gold to 50. Mark Gastineau. Having a good break, Richie. I'm going to put it over here. You might not be able to see it because it's off to the side. But oh, what's this? Colston Loveland to 35 on the artist's proof. This is, I believe, Chicago. Tell you on the back. I think we hit it earlier with Chicago. I'll have to check. Colston Loveland out of 35. Rondé Barber. There's a Saquon to 250. Yeah, the only reason I even know the name Martin Gastineau is because my uncle is a Jets fan. Barkley for the Eagles. Chicago. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I'm not a... I know... They're probably not the biggest hit, the bigger hits, like there's obviously big rookies and stuff like that, but I like the veterans and legends, and I really like the Jason Taylor auto. That's cool. And, players that I watch. Gastineau I didn't watch, but like I said, I don't watch college, so most of these rookies I haven't seen yet. Now I watch as much NFL as I can. Oh, was it? Oh, I see it. Yeah, it was silver. You're right. All right, this is box 4. Seems good so far. I mean, I know it's college unis and stuff, but seems like we're getting some good stuff. Some low numbered stuff. Rondé Barber, Ashton Genty, and a DK Metcalf. I'm going to need a lot more top loaders, though. Blue to 250. That's going to Pitt. Jackson Dart. Yeah, Luther Burden, Justin Herbert, Bo Nix, and Alex Highsmith. Scatabo. Jack Sawyer, blue auto to 35. Pittsburgh, that's going to Sean. I do know the name Jack Sawyer. I do know that. I think he was he not a top draft pick? Jack Sawyer. I do know that name, but I cannot remember where he was drafted. Oh. Emmett, Cam Ward, and Malachi Corley. Brady Cook, Travis Hunter. We got a Terry Bradshaw gold zone to 50. Pittsburgh yet again. Sean. Gold zone to 50. Seems like we got a bunch of golds so far. Travis Hunter, Caleb Williams, and Robert Brazil. Looks like another gold coming up too. Cam Ward. Ed Reed, Jeffrey Simons, and Harold Fanon Jr. Gold to 50. Another one for Cody and Cleveland. Another gold rookie and another hit for Cleveland. Oh, Rashawn Johnson. I wasn't ready for the auto. Chicago going to Sean. You can't tell when the autos are coming. Rashawn Johnson. Drake May, Cam Ward, Dion, and Kieran Williams. Oh, and another one. See, you just can't tell when they're coming. Jalen Noel, wide receiver, Houston. That's going to Brandon Moore. Bo Nix, Jackson Dart, and a blue showcase, Joe Milton. Why do they still have him in a Patriots uniform? Joe Milton. Joe Burrow, Joe Namath, and Will Campbell. Will Howard. Genty, Milrow, Garrett Wilson, Tony Dorsett, Amari and Hampton, Luke Altmaier. Was that an extra auto? That might have been an extra auto. Luke Altmaier. I do not know who this is. Luke. I know it's NIL. It doesn't even have a team on it. I'm not sure on this guy. No idea. Never. Doesn't even have a team like the other one did. Bowers, Nico Collins. All right, we got a Geno, blue to 250 for Las Vegas. And Vets. All right, that is 4 down. I mean, it says it has information on him on the back, but it doesn't have a college up there. I don't know why. All right, box 5. I really do, again, want to thank you guys and appreciate you guys on the fill. Just like with the repack the other day, I've never done. I've done the occasional hobby football break, but I've only done one score break, and that was years ago, and it was. I think I remember back then it was a really hard fill, and I do have an NT box that we're gonna break probably this weekend. I think tomorrow I'm gonna post 2 Logo Fractor, Top Chrome Logo Fractor breaks, and then NT this weekend. But I know Origins is coming out, so I'm trying to get. I think Immaculate's fixing to come out. I'm trying to do more of that stuff. we can fill them. I'll keep doing them. Marvin Harrison, Shadur Sanders, Jaden Blue, Travis Hunter, Christian McCaffrey, Matthew Stafford, and there's a red zone Caleb Williams to 20. That's nice. Red out of 20. Caleb Williams going to Chicago, which is Sean. One box, pick your team. I get it. Almost everybody's going to skunk, but it's NT. That's just how it's going to work. It's going to have to work. It's the only way I can think to do it. Oh, what do we got here? Ken Houston. That's a cool one. Ken Houston. Houston Oilers. That's going to Tennessee. Cody Kovac. That's a really cool one. When did he? I know he played a long time ago. That's really cool. I like that one. 12 straight plural balls in the 60s and 70s. Tim Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, I don't really know any other way to do the NT, so we're just going to do it that way. Dart. Scatterbo. We got a Sammy Brown. There's another NIL. Another one, though, it doesn't have a team on it. I thought the first one we hit says University of Michigan. These other two don't say anything. Sammy Brown. Another one, though, I've never heard of. Which, again, I don't follow college, so not surprising. McMillan, Hampton, and we got an Austin Eckler. $250 for Washington going to Gary. Oh, we have a redemption. Oh, it's a mystery. Okay. One of the mystery rookie number 6. So this is going to Brad Noble. Mystery rookie redemption number 6. Going to Brad. Brad knows I'll spot itself, so. Kugba, Jimmy Johnson, Shadur, Rashid. That's one for you. I know you're hoping for a few, Brad. Joe Burrow, Joe Namath, and JT Tumalawa. Blue to 250. That's Indy. Ollie Gordon. Keelan Russell, another NIL. Keelan Russell. These are all going to Lance. Oh, so maybe these guys are up and coming. This guy, it says he's about to be a rookie at Alabama. Keelan Russell. Bond. Hampton. Cam Ward. No way. It does have some corner whitening up there. But that is a Joe Burrow Gym Masters 1 of 1. Michael Waymire. Let's go. Joey B. Gym Masters 1 of 1. Little white up there on that corner, but that's a beauty right there. It's about as good as it's going to get of a 1 of 1 out of score, a non-auto anyway. Michael Waymire. Congrats on that one. I saw the black, but I was not expecting a 1 of 1. Quinn Ewers. Gabriel. Ewers. Jacob. Sutton. Well, I think we know what our hit of the night's going to be. Ozzie Newsome, Garrett Wilson, Dave Casper. Ramondre Stevenson, New England. Going to Lance. Got a Bowers, Genty, Milrow, and Brian Burns on the blue to 250 for the Giants. Alrighty, box 6. Still got a ways to go. After box, this is box 6, so this will bring us to the halfway point. And the board's already pretty full. We can bump some stuff though. Well, we can bump some stuff once we get some color autos. Oh yeah, that's a good hit, man. Gym Masters, Joey B. Jalen Milrow, Tyler Shaw, Cam Ward, Quinn Ewers, Kenneth Walker. There's a Shadur, Golden, Tyler Warren. There's a blue Mason Graham out of 100. I don't know what team that is. It's just a blank white helmet. That's the 100. We got a Devontae Smith blue out of 250. That is Philadelphia. Jack Sawyer. It's upside down. Armand Membu, blue to 35. Another auto for the Jets. Richie John Cole. The Jets are killing it. Armand Membu to 35. McMillan, Akugba, Jason Taylor. Genty. Curtis Rourke. Looks like a quarterback, but not one that I'm familiar with. For San Francisco, going to Chris Foster. Curtis Rourke. Who was the Browns' first pick of the draft? Oh, Mason Graham? Is this who their first pick was? The helmet. I guess that does make sense with the plain helmet. Gabriel, Daniels, Gardishar. We got a gold to 50 on the Kieran Williams. That's going to Jeffrey Fanganil. Ozzie Newsome, Bryce Young, and a Ladd McConkey blue 250 for the Chargers. Cam Ward, Omarion Hampton, Mason Graham, Henderson. There's a Trey Harris blue 250 for, blue 100 for the Chargers. Here's another NIL. Jeremiah Smith. I believe that's a big one. I think this is the one I was talking about with Lance. I think. I could be wrong. Could be 1,000% wrong. But I believe this is the one he said he wanted. It is the biggest hit in the product. It's bigger than Manning. Jeremiah Smith. Oh, I know it's big, but I couldn't remember. I was trying to scroll back to the messages. I couldn't remember if that's the one he said he wanted, because I was thinking, he's going for that NIL spot, wanting Arch, but he said someone else, and I think that's who it was. Bond, Jacobs, Kevin Winston. I don't think Lance is watching. I know he said he had. I think he said volleyball. His daughter had volleyball tonight. Warren, Penix, another Shadur. We got a Tank Dell Blue 250. This guy killed me in fantasy last year. I thought he was going to have a big year, and he didn't. Yeah, I thought Arch was big. I mean, Arch stuff is nuts. Will Howard. We got a red to 20. Oh, that's super cool. Vinny Testaverde. 1 of 20. I don't know what Testaverde stuff goes for, but I know this was one of my uncle's favorite players when he was a Jet. I got to put it on the board. Vinny Testaverde, red to 20. That's super cool. Like I said, growing up, which still to this day, my uncle, my dad was a Cowboys fan, so I became a Cowboy fan. My uncle was a Jet fan. They grew up in New York. My other uncle was a Buffalo fan. Yeah, Vinny Testaverde is definitely one I remember. I don't remember. I think it was before. It had to have been before, but I only remember Vinny as a Jet. I don't remember him at. Oh wow, 300 on the Smith. I don't remember Vinny as a Brown, obviously. I think I'm glad we got that, because I know the Jeremiah Smith. I know Lance has had a couple of rough outings with me, so Lance, when you watch this, hopefully we're not done though. Let's see if we can add an arch to it, because you need a couple of hits. But great break so far. Then we got one of the biggest autos in the product, a 1 of 1 Joey B. I'd say so far so good, and we're only halfway through. Starting box 7 now. Nick Scorton. Shadur. Golden. Emmett. Cam Ward. James Cook. Sawyer. Mason Graham. Well, there you go. First round pick for Cleveland. Another one for Cody. Mason Graham. Luther Burden. There's a Doug Williams. Ashton Genty. Wouldn't mind seeing his auto pop up. Bo Nix. Ashton Genty. Rondé Barber. There's a TJ Watt at a 250 on the blue for Pitt. Base card got stuck at the back. Luther Burden, Travion Henderson, Xavier Restrepo, gold out of 50. I don't know who this is. Xavier Restrepo, wide receiver out of Miami. At Stoke, Tennessee, wide receiver Cody Kovac. Any idea on who this is? What round was he taken in? Strerepo. Well, that doesn't help. Not drafted, so he was a free agent. Oh, I just saw your comment. So next, Dion. We got a Kyle Monangai for Chicago out of 35. Why do they use blue? Oh, this is like a blue. This is a blue or foil. Okay. /35. Chicago, if I didn't say that. Ollie Gordon. Oh, Jalen Royals, same one for Kansas City that we hit earlier. I don't know if he has any, how good he is, or if he has any value, but that's 2 for you, Brad. Gene Hickerson, I don't know who that is. Dart, Burrow, Namath, Lattimore. I never heard of him. When did he play? Quinn Ewers, McMillan. There's a Gabriel. Genty, Justin Simmons. Riley Leonard. Colston Loveland, again, to 100 for Chicago. Brad, if there was ever a case that had 2 Mahomes, I would call BS. That would be insane to have 2 in one case. Another NIL, Dante Moore. Dante Moore. Oregon. He must be another up-and-comer. Like he's not there yet. Dante Moore. Ed Reed and Nico Collins. We got a Joe Mixon. Houston, 250. And the rest are vets. Oh yeah, I forgot you're that close. What if we just hit 1? I gotta get that other stuff sent out to you too. I won't be able to ship it tomorrow actually. I'll work on shipping it on Thursday. Tomorrow I gotta work during the day at my other job. So nothing will be done tomorrow. But I don't only other than the repack, which I haven't shipped those yet. I don't have anything else to ship, so. Which I do believe I'm going to try. I do believe we're going to do the hot packs again. I think the first one went really well. The reaction from you guys was great. So we are going to do the hot pack again. I've already acquired a few cards for it, and I'm going to work on acquiring some more. We'll see what I get. I'm thinking to do the same thing, 30 at 100, but we'll see what I can get and prices I have to pay, and we'll see. Ollie Gordon, that's going to Miami. Another one for Brad. I don't know. I do know the name. I remember getting him in Bowman Chrome U. I don't know. Again, I don't watch college. No, Ty. We're done with Daniel. Daniels is not in. Well, he's in this, but no rookies. This is not his rookie year. Xavier McKinney, Green Bay for Lance to 250. Will Howard, Bradshaw, Mahomes, Joel, Hampton, Judkins, A-Chain, Tootin. Shadur Sanders, Jeremiah Smith, Arch Manning, any of the new, it has all the new draft picks. All of the new draft picks. There is a Ja'Cory Brooks, Washington, that's going to Gary Mazzana. I do not know Ja'Cory Brooks. Art Monk, Luther Burden, Jackson Dart. There is a Patrick Surtain with a big crease in it. Denver is John Starr. Big crease right there. All the way from here to the very top out of 20. We can work on a replace. We'll work something out on that, John. Maybe I'll just buy it from you. I mean, we can go the replacement route, but I'm still waiting on a replacement for like 2 years. So, Travis Hunter. PS2. What's PS2 mean? Oh, Patrick Surtain. Duh. I just thought about it for a second. Dart. Dave Casper. Another throwback. Dave Casper, tight end for the Raiders. That's going to Matt Shoop. And we got a Mike Evans, gold to 50. They are. That's why I just said it. Probably, I'll just buy it from him. Because that's not fair to him. I don't know what it goes for. If anyone knows what it goes for, just let me know. Nick something. Nick Bonito to 250. I couldn't see his name. For Denver. It's red to 35, so maybe it has a little bit of value for him. But I'll look up comps and just buy it off of you. Joe Namath. Joe Burrow. There's a blue Matthew Golden to 100. That's nice for Green Bay. $2. That's it? Huh. Well, no. Well, that was 20. Oh, it is to 20. That one did $3.25, but $10 shipping. And that one went for $10. So it's a $10 card. I'll just buy it from you. I'll message him and come and give him something better than that to make up for it. Dalton Hilliard. Gold auto for New Orleans. New Orleans is Mike Formick. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him. Is it just base, Sean, or hits, or what? Dylan Gabriel. Hey, there's a big one right there. Ashton Genty. That is one of the big ones right there. Ashton Genty for Matt Shoop. I'm pumped to pull that one. I was really hoping Dallas would take him. That's a nice hit. Bowers, Nico. Here's a Jamar Chase artist proof to 35. Another nice one for Cincinnati going to Michael Waymire. And those are just vets. Agree, Brad. I haven't broken score this year, but I mean, it seems like we're doing really good. The board's almost full. Well, I have one stand left. I already have 2 cards not on stands up there, but I have 1 stand left and 4 boxes to go. Oh, Bowman Chrome U Sapphire. Okay, I could probably do something with that. Base Bowman U, I mean, I could try, but Sapphire shouldn't be a problem. Alright, here we go. Box 8. Cam Ward, Amarian Hampton. Another gold coming up. Lots of golds. Braylon Allen out of 50. Braylon Allen out of 50. Yeah, there are 4 autos per box, Ty. Sorry, I didn't see that comment. 4 autos per box. Travis Hunter. Another Travis Hunter. It's mostly rookies, and then there's some vets, some legends. Princely Umanamilan? Good lord. Defensive end, Carolina. Let's go into Lance. I don't know. Princely Umanamilan. Whoa. That's interesting. And McMillan, Tetiora McMillan, that is to 35. 35 of 35. That's a nice one again for Carolina. The hot rookies going to Lance, Emmett, Caleb, and Drew Bledsoe. Why in a Buffalo uniform? Why would you put Bledsoe in a Buffalo uniform? I don't get that. Going to Cody, but I don't get it, Cody. Why Bledsoe in a Buffalo uni? Jackson Dart, Scatabo. I mean, I know he played for Buffalo. Here's a Ridley, 250 for Tennessee. But why would you choose that? Put him in. He's a Patriot. He should be in a Patriots uniform. Jalen Milroe, show, and we got a Damian Martinez, running back for Seattle. Seattle is not on my list. Who has Seattle? What's the case hit? Who has Seattle and why is it not written down? Sean. Sean has Seattle. Sorry, Sean. I don't know why I missed that one. Yeah, exactly. I know he played for Buffalo, but not very long. I mean, he played for Dallas. I don't want to see him in a Dallas uniform either. Brayshaul Tootin for Jacksonville. That's going to David Reichs. Brayshaul Tootin. Not the Jacksonville Jaguar we're looking for. Cam, Dion, Bo Nix. We got a Ken Anderson to 250. You get all three of those or one of the three? I need more top loaders. Those are all too big. Hold on one second. We've gone through every top loader that was on my desk and 2 fresh packs that I just opened. Oh, gotcha. Okay. To be on the lookout then. Joey B. Jackson Dart. Jahmyr Gibbs. Namath. Genty. There's a silver Dylan Gabriel. T-Law, there we go. That's a nice auto for Jacksonville. Going to David Reichs. Trevor Lawrence. That's a nice quarterback auto. We'll take that. Jalen Milroe. There is a 1 of 6 in zone Dallas Cowboys Dak Prescott. Man. Dallas is Scott Goodwin. 1 of 6 on the Dak Prescott. I'm going to bump the Abdul Carter. Bye, Abdul Carter. Put the Dak on the board. I'm not the biggest Dak fan, but I got to put a Cowboy on the board over an Eagle. Any day of the week. Yeah, that's better. We still need a Travis Hunter, but a T-Law a little better. And I'll make sure to top load all the Travis Hunter base as well. It's going to be an interesting year for football cards. I heard, and I don't know if it's true, but I heard Topps is not printing any football this year. They are going to hold out. Next year they get their full licensing, and they are going to back print everything from 2025, but not until they get the licensing in 2026. So there won't be any top football this year, and then they're going to load up next year. Don't know how true that is, but it's what I heard. Dart, Burrow, and Will Johnson. Namath, Genty, Milroe, and Patrick Surtain to 250. Yeah, it's going to take some fun out of it for sure. I get what they're trying to do, but... Nick Scorton, Carolina, that's going to Lance. I don't know. I'm curious to see how pricing is going to be on that stuff, though, when it comes out. Once they have the licensing. Their Topps products haven't been too bad, but who knows with licensing. Marion Hampton. Ed Reed, Jeffrey Simmons, Tony Dorsett. Blue out of 250. There's another one for Dallas. Another green, it looks like, coming up. Travis Hunter. Cam Ward. Hunter. Caleb Williams. And another green out of 6. That is Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier. End zone green for Atlanta. Is that our first? Well, I know we got greens on the board. Another gold as well. Cameron Williams, gold auto out of 50. That is Philadelphia. Going to Brandon Moore. Cameron Williams, gold out of 50. Patty Mahomes, Judkins, and Jalen Tolbert. Maybe another gold coming up already. Dart. Not an auto. There's a Riley Leonard. That's a nice one. I like Riley Leonard. He went to Duke before he transferred to Notre Dame. But Riley Leonard, that's Indianapolis. That's going to Sean Klink, rookie quarterback. I don't know where he was drafted. I know he was a first rounder, but I don't know, does he have any potential to play or get anything going this year? Probably not. Not this year, anyway. Gold, that's a nice gold. Aiden Hutchinson for Detroit out of 50. Detroit is Garrett Tobel. Detroit has some interesting autos, too. I liked Detroit in here. They had a couple veteran autos, including Aiden Hutchinson and Jared Goff. There's a blue Giroux Bledsoe for Buffalo out of 250. Jalen Milroe, Tyler Shaw, Drake May, Cam Ward, Billy Sims. BT Jr., Brian Thomas for Jacksonville. Another one for David Reich. That's another nice one. We're going to just double that one up with the T-Law in the Jacksonville spot there. And a Genty. Genty emerged out of 100 for Matt Shoop. Dion, Bo, A.J. Brown, and Vets. All right. 2 boxes left. Yeah, Hutchinson has autos, which sell pretty well, and Goff has autos. So I like Detroit. I like Detroit going into this. Oh. Sorry. Camera down. Oh, you know what? I'm glad the camera just fell. That just fixed my stand. You guys remember a few weeks ago my stand broke. Well, and now it's fixed. And we had to drop it to do it, but it's fixed now. The legs are working. The legs weren't working. It would only open so much. Now it works. Awesome. Hey, I was fixing it, Michael. And it worked. Sure is. It wouldn't be a break without camera dropping. Alright, we got 2 boxes left. We still need a couple big autos. I would like to see an Arch Manning, a Sanders, Travis Hunter, a Mahomes, something big. Something big. Really big. Alright, here we go. Box 11. Newsome, Hampton, Freeney, and Jonathan Taylor. Shadur, Golden, CeeDee Lamb, McMillan, Nico, and Taysom Hill. There's an auto. I can't see who it is. It's upside down. Robert Brazile, linebacker. That's Tennessee. Going to Cody. 7 Pro Bowl selections. Name sounds familiar, but I don't particularly remember him. Brock Bowers, Genty. There's a nice Jonathan Taylor, artist proof out of 35 for Indianapolis. It's going to Sean Klink, Jonathan Taylor. Genty, Sawyer, and Ollie Gordon. Another one for Miami. Did we hit him earlier? I think we hit him earlier. I can't remember. Yeah, we did. Ollie Gordon. So 2 of those for Miami. I know, I remember him from Bowman Crum U. I don't know how good he is because I don't watch college that much. I need to start, I guess. Cam Ward, Quinn Ewers, Bijan. Cam Ward, Hampton, Freeney, Sanders, Mark Andrews, 250. That's Baltimore. Going to Eric Buchanan. I know you needed a quarterback. At least it's a skill position, not defense. Ooh, that's a nice one for New England. Travion Henderson, blue artist proof to 35. Someone else has to be kicked off the board because I am out of stands. Question is, who is it going to be? I'm going to get rid of the Mason Taylor because I don't know him. And we're going to put the Travion Henderson. That's a really nice one. New England is Lance. Yeah. Khalil Shakur to 250. Buffalo. Oh, that was an auto. Joe Namath to 100 on the showcase. Busted for what? Did he get busted for what? I can't see what I'm typing. I don't see anything. My initial look on Google. There's a Mike Evans out of 250, Tampa Bay. That's a nice one to me. I'm a big Evans fan. One of the greatest wide receivers of all time. Oh, I didn't see anything when I just typed it in on Google, but I didn't really like do a detailed search. Shedeur, Harrison, and Karlaftis. Will Howard. Xavier Legette. Carolina, that's going to Lance as well. Xavier Legette. He did not have the rookie year that he was supposed to. Alrighty. We are down to one final box. Last but not least, can we find one more big card? Here we go. Last box. Milroe, Taylor, Michael Williams. Dart. Scatabo. We got an NIL. Mike Matthews. Mike Matthews. On the Lance. Doesn't say where he's going. Yeah, that stuff is, it's crazy with the stories and everything. Athletes, celebrities, it comes out all over the place. Josh Conley Jr., Washington to 100. Nope, wrong pile. Oh, auto. Ivan Pace Jr. I think he was a rookie a few years ago. Ivan Pace, that's Minnesota. Going to Lance. So 0 for 2. Well, I don't know about the NIL one being any good, but not the big one I was looking for in this last box yet. Travis Hunter, Shedeur, Harrison, and Benson. T.J. Watt, Dwight Freeney, Michael Penix, Rousseau. Oh. Ozzie Newsome. That's a cool one. Another one for Cleveland. Ozzie Newsome. Another one for Cody. I know we haven't gotten the Shedeur yet, but not a bad break for Cleveland. We still need the Shedeur, though. We got one auto left. Henry, McMillan, Allen, and Ridley. Ollie Gordon. Last stack. And that appears to be our auto right there. Daniels, McMillan. We got an AR to 250. Anybody think this guy has any chance at all at doing anything if he can stay healthy, or is he done? Quinn Ewers, McMillan. There's another Gabriel. Jalen Walker, gold to 50. That's going to Scott. Jalen Walker, gold out of 50. Alright, last little bit. One auto, maybe. Is that an auto? No. Trey Harris to 35 for the Chargers. Chargers is Lance. Trey Harris. Yeah, a lot of Cleveland autos. Bradshaw, Dawkins, and Malachi Starks. Another blue artist proof to 35. Malachi Starks for Baltimore. That's going to Eric. And our last and final auto is going to be Julian Sayin, Ohio State. So again, most of them don't say who they are, but this one does. Julian Sayin. I don't know if that one's any good. Actually, it looks pretty good. That's a pretty nice hit. No more stands, so we'll just put it over here for right now. And we'll lay them out. Let me move this stuff off. We got a long recap. Yeah, man, that was fun. I love doing football. I really hope we can start filling football and doing football more often. All right, Blues to 250, and then maybe a football repack. To 250, Showcase, Anthony Richardson, Mike Evans, Khalil Shakur, Mark Andrews, Drew Bledsoe, Tony Dorsett, Patrick Surtain, Ken Anderson, Calvin Ridley, Drew Bledsoe, Nick Bonito, Xavier McKinney, Joe Mixon, TJ Watt, Tank Dell, Ladd McConkey, Devontae Smith, Brian Burns, JT Tuamulu, Austin Eckler, Gino, Joe Milton, DK Metcalf, Saquon, Anthony Richardson, Braden Fisk, Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Vita Vea, Denzel Ward, Jerome Bettis, and Roscoe Johnson. That was the 250s. And then, what's next? 100? These are to 100. Dan Marino, Josh Connerly Jr., Joe Namath, Ashton Genty, Matthew Golden, Colston Loveland, Trey Harris, and Mason Graham. These are to 50. Jalen Walker, Aiden Hutchinson, Braylon Allen, Mike Evans, Kieran Williams, Harold Fanon Jr., Terry Bradshaw, Michael Penix, and Tyler Algier. To 35, we got Malachi Starks, Trey Harris, Jonathan Taylor, Tetiora McMillan, Jamar Chase, Kyle Monaghay, and Colston Loveland. Red Zone to 20, we got Patrick Surtain and Caleb Williams. Jalen Carter die cut to 10. We got the one mystery rookie. Tyler Algier, green end zone to 6. Alright, these are all our autos that did not make the board. Ozzie Newsome, Ivan Pace, Mike Matthews, Xavier Legette, Mason Taylor to 6, Ollie Gordon, Robert Brazil, Riley Leonard, Cameron Williams to 50, Nick Scorton, Bracial Tootin, Damian Martinez, Princely Umanamillan, Dalton Hilliard to 50, Dave Casper, Ja'Cory Brooks, Ollie Gordon, Dante Moore, Jalen Royals, Xavier Restapro, gold to 50, Mason Graham, Curtis Rourke, Armand Mimbu to 35, Ramondre Stevenson, Keelan Russell, Sammy Brown, Ken Houston, Luke Altemeyer, Jalen Noel, Rashawn Johnson, Jalen McMillan, Jalen Royals, Rome Adunze, Jerome Ford, Xavier Watts, and Andrew Marsh. Autos. All right, now we got to recap the board. All right. Let me lay some stuff down. Let's go ahead. Unfortunately, we didn't get the auto, but let's go ahead and get rid of the non-auto and merged to 100 of Shadur. Let's get rid of. Trying to see what's up there. Okay. Jack Sawyer, blue to 35 auto. Mark Gastineau, gold to 50 auto. Vinny Testaverde, red out of 20 auto. Dak, green to 6. Dylan Gabriel, base auto. Matthew Golden, base auto. Cam Scatabo, base auto. I'm going to get rid of the 2 Jaguar autos, T-Law and Brian Thomas. Get rid of the Jason Taylor, gold auto to 50. Jackson Dart, gold to 50, non-auto. Travion Henderson, blue auto to 35. Patrick Mahomes, non-auto to 35. This is tough. Julian Sayin, I just looked him up. I know what he's worth. That's kind of why I put him a little bit higher. Oh, these 3 are tough. I'm going to go with, I really like Genty, but we're going to go with the Ashton Genty base auto. The Jeremiah Smith auto. And you got to put it at first. A 1-of-1 Joe Burrow. How could that not be first? All right, guys. I feel like that was a really good break. Mike, who did you have? Forgot. Oh, New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans did not hit much, but overall it was a great break. All right, guys, on to the next one. Logo Fractors. Topps Chrome Logo Fractors. 2 cases tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Take care and have a good night.